Warning, the following video may cause butt hurtness. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, you all see the title of the video. Let's get into it. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Your boy MikeOfAllTrades. You know I couldn't leave you at the end of the year without putting out a video, right? So let's talk about the top 10 most overrated arcade games that people want in the home arcade community. First things first, like you see, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications as we make our way to 5K. Without further ado, let's get into it. So before I get into my 10, and my 10 are in no particular order, let's talk about some honorable mentions. You know what I mean? And I have a list. So honorable mentions, Sega titles coming to the iiRcade specifically. So Sega titles, you know, that could be anywhere from Golden Axe to Virtual Fighter, things of that nature, right? Mortal Kombat 4, even though hashtag free MK4 is taken off, it might actually come next year. I'm not too sure. But for right now, let's be real. Y'all sitting there talking about y'all want Mortal Kombat 4. Come on. This ain't the Dreamcast. Y'all think about Mortal Kombat Gold. Y'all aren't thinking about Mortal Kombat 4, right? And then the last one, in-home crane machines and candy machines. You know, the machines where you, like, you know what I'm saying, you put a quarter in or 2 quarters in and you grab candy and stuff out. Yeah, those things. Y'all don't really want that. They already sell, like, versions of that in different places, Sam's Club and stuff, they sell it, so whatever, right? All right, so, in no particular order, Pac-Man. I couldn't say that with a straight face, all right. Seriously, though, Q*bert. Remember how everybody wanted Q*bert? Remember how there was a big old petition to get Q*bert on and whatever else, right? And I remember I think it was John or somebody said that, like, yo, if they get 3,000 signatures to Q*bert, that Q*bert was going to come out. And I think it barely did 500. Yeah, y'all might want Q*bert, but nobody's really trying to petition to get Q*bert. I'm just saying. So, yo, let's leave Q*bert in the past. Speaking of the past, the next game, Double Dragon. Now, I know iiRcade has put out a regular version of Double Dragon. They put out a version of it on the iiRcade Gold as well. Arcade went up, had a leak, and well, it wasn't really a leak. It was a demo unit down in Miami that I believe the Toy Room showed off. And yeah, no Arcade went up Double Dragon. And honestly, if you can play it on iiRcade, why do you need it on another platform? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense to even waste the time and manpower for something that might not actually sell, and then it's getting sold out of clearance. So, you know what I mean? Like, none of that. It's okay. This one's gonna make a little people upset, but I'm gonna say Tekken. Yep. Wait. Keep watching the video. I'm saying Tekken because I don't know if the hardware is there yet for the arcade one-up like PCB. I don't think it's there yet. Maybe in a year or two, but right now, like, I don't think Tekken's ready. Do I want to see it? Yeah, of course. I love fighting games. You know what I'm saying? We play Tekken on the back alley on Mo Plays, on the Mo Plays channel. So we play Tekken. Do I think it's gonna happen? Eventually. But I think if Tekken comes out, a lot of people are talking about they want Tekken, and it's kind of like not even as big as Marvel's Capcom 2, because Marvel's Capcom 2 is a bigger title. You know what I mean? But I kind of put that in the same category with Mortal Kombat, where people have fond memories of it, and then some people will buy it, but then you might see it on discount again at Walmart. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Unless they put Tekken Tag on it. Then it might sell. But it has to be Tekken Tag Tournament 2. And we know that's not happening. Tekken Tag Tournament 1. So, you know. Sticking in the same fighting genre, Primal Rage. Yeah, Primal Rage. You know, everybody's like, oh, well, we need Primal Rage for this. We need Primal Rage for that. Blah, 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 yakety smackety. How many of y'all actually buying Primal Rage? Like, for real. If they put out a Primal Rage cabinet, it was like, yo, we're releasing it. How many of y'all are actually going to go buy Primal Rage? Y'all remember Primal Rage, the game with the gorilla that burps and all that other stuff and farts and all that other jazz? How many of y'all are rushing to go buy Primal Rage? Primal Rage 2 is like, I think there's only one board and it's at Galloping Ghost. You know what I mean? So, not only would you have to do Primal Rage and you somehow get a hold of Primal Rage 2, what do you put on it? Like, no Primal Rage at all. This one is going to hurt when I say this for a lot of people, but cruis'n USA. cruis'n USA is sought after by so many people in the home arcade community, and you see it come up just as much as you see Daytona come up, right? I think Daytona has a way better chance than cruis'n does, only because cruis'n USA, if I remember correctly, is owned by Nintendo, and the cruis'n license is owned by Raw Thrills. So, if they could do it, you know, cruis'n World, and cruis'n Exotica, that'd be great on the cab, right? But do I think it's going to happen? Not anytime soon. Again, you got to get Nintendo involved with that, you know. And I've heard John say, yo, if he could ever get in bed with Nintendo, like, he'd retire. People want cruis'n so bad that Console Fanboy literally put out a troll video of him putting in the code on Ridge Racer and playing cruis'n USA. And do y'all know how many people went out and bought Ridge Racer thinking that they could do that? A troll video, y'all. Just saying. The next one kind of fits in this bag, but I'm going to go with Konami Classics. And when I say Konami Classics, I mean your Russian Attack, your Contra, your Super Contra, your Sunset Riders. All great games. I like them all, personally. But if you put out a dedicated Contra cabinet, are you buying that? I mean, and it'd be one of those things where if they put out Contra, you got Contra, Super C, and then what, do you put the console games on there, like Contra Hardcore? You know what I mean? Like, is that what you do? Same thing with Russian Attack. If you put Russian Attack on the cabinet, do you just put the arcade version? Do you put the NES version as well? Although the NES version had a banger soundtrack. Absolute banger. Sunset Riders Arcade, Super NES. I mean, like, there's a lot of Konami titles you could dive into. But you have to remember, you have to narrow it down. Even if they did the Konami Legacy and you do it like 14 games, right? A lot of games that people would want on the Konami Legacy, they couldn't get because just getting the licensing for TMNT or The Simpsons or XMen was hard enough. And people are going to want those on a Konami Legacy cabinet. That's just reality. You know? So, again, that's just one of them things where it's just like, bro, lightning in a bottle, have to strike twice, but then you have to convince people to buy Contra. And the arcade version of Contra, yeah, y'all remember the NES version, Super Nintendo, Genesis versions. It ain't that great. My personal opinion. Sticking with XMen and TMNT, people screaming all the time that they want an XMen 6-player or a Pro TMNT or an XL cabinet. Now, I think that a Pro X or XL version of TMNT is a lot more feasible. That's potentially something that could happen. But 6-player XMen, just not gonna happen. Y'all know the old joke, y'all can't find 4 people to play games at your house. Believe me, I saw that in my AtGames quad play review. By the way, go watch the video. It's right there. So 6-player XMen, 2 screens, you know, that would have to be in a Pro model or an XL form, or it has to be bigger than that because you need 2 screens. Because traditionally, 6-player cab had 2 screens. You know, myself and 19K Fox, we were playing in Chicago. Great cabinet. You also have to have space dedicated for that. And that would have to have a unique form of a bracket to hold the monitor and whatnot for a 2-player. That would be a whole different logistics thing for shipping and all kinds of stuff. I don't think XMen 6-player is going to happen, but it's something that you see requested all of the time. Literally, speaking of 19K Fox, you want a 6-player XMen cabinet? He's got a whole tutorial playlist on how he built his with using the PS3. Maybe check that out. The House of the Dead. Yeah, that House of the Dead. You know the one. Zombies, shooting, had a spin-off of The Typing of the Dead. That one. The one that everybody wants as a shooting cabinet. Y'all saw the leaked images of Time Crisis. And I'm not saying I don't want to see House of the Dead come, because House of the Dead is great. But if the leaked images of Time Crisis are anything to go off of, do y'all really want House of the Dead? Seriously? Last but not least, and this one hurts when I say this, the Street Fighter Alpha series. Alpha 2 is great. Alpha 3 is awesome. Alpha 1's cool. I love Street Fighter. Anybody knows me knows I love Street Fighter. I bleed Capcom. But I don't think people really want Alpha. And I think that the people that say that they want Alpha would rather have Street Fighter 3 Second, you know what I'm saying, new generation, they'd rather have, you know what I'm saying, freaking Third Strike. Alpha's great. It is. But a lot of people, I think, have nostalgia for that game, for that actual like particular line in the series. Would Alpha probably sell better than the three Street Fighter Third Strike series or 3? Yeah, probably. As far as an arcade cabinet goes, yeah, maybe. But this is a rare occurrence where I think that they should just really just skip the Alpha and then just go Third Strike, you know, Street Fighter 3. Unless they're gonna put them all in one cabinet, like that'd be great. But again, it's something that I think a lot of people, especially with the fighting game genre, Alpha's great, dude. We do that on Back Alley. We do a Street Fighter Alpha 3 on my Back Alley series. So it's not a knock about the game because games are great. It's just one of them things where you'll end up seeing, unfortunately, going on discount, seeing on clearance, because reality is people are tired of Pac-Man, people are tired of Street Fighter. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, that's what it is, man. But those are my that's my top 10. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm off base? You guys think I'm wrong? You think I'm right? Yo, let me know in the comments. What top 10 games do you think are overrated? If there's a game that I missed, let me know in the comments below. I'm MikeOfAllTrades. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.